Hey Narasimha, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, Yeah, so let's get started. Yeah. So I think in the last session we talked about the environment, right? Like how to get the data from a file and how to get it transferred to a target file, right? I think we have done that.
Yes.
So let us try to get into transformations today. Yeah. So let us start with the first and foremost transformation. So let's see. Let me share my text. Yeah. So here, so let's create a new mapping. Create. Yes. The first thing, let us say aggregator. Yeah. The concept we know it. Let me talk about it maybe. So aggregator transformation will be used to perform group by operations, right? So I repeat, aggregated transformation we used to perform group by operations. Like in SQL, we got a group by keyword, right? Yeah. Like select count start from table, group by customer ID, whatever, right? So or select max sal from employee table, group by department number. And likewise, you can think of many examples, right? So in order to group set of so related records, we use what? Aggregator transformation. So now, if you think from syntax perspective, so we need two important points to remember. One, we need to have a group by column, and then second column, yeah, or one or more columns. So that will be used for calculation. For example, salary column will be used for calculation. Department number will be used for group by. So let us say one of the operation. What operation that we perform? Example, sum. Now, how do you form a query? Yeah. So now to form a query, so we need to use, let's say, sum statement or some query we can write. Select sum salary, right? From table, employee table, group by department number. This is how we can form a query. This is a syntax. So concept is what? To group set of letter records, we use what? Aggregated transformation. So if you think in reality, right, like let us say if you take any department in any company, if you want to calculate, let's say, some salary drawn in each department, then we write a query in this way. Or we can say maximum salary drawn in each department. You can put max salary, rest everything is same. Like from employee table, group by department number. Yeah. So likewise, we can think of many examples. So let us say we have got let's say product-based industry where we need to calculate the count of similar records for each product type. Yeah. In that case, we can write a query. Select cost of from product table. Yeah. Product table group by product type. Yeah. This is the whole thing. Yeah. So this is a product industry. Likewise, we can apply this to particular supply industry or any industry rather. Yeah. So depending upon like how to group set of related items or set of related records, we use aggregated transformation. Now, when it comes to usage, I think we talked about it. One group by second column or columns that we use for calculation. We need to select it. Right now, with respect to number of ops, so we can perform n number of operations like count, sum, max, min, first, last, standard deviation, variance, and so on. There are lots of aggregated operations. So we can perform one or more of these operations depending upon what is required for us, right? So that's a concept. Now, when it comes to performance, yeah, so this is one of the expensive transformation. Remember that, which means we need more resources. Resources are in terms of memory, disk, and processing or processors, right? So we need more resources. So that is why use aggregator if needed. Don't use aggregator if not needed. Remember that because this is one of the what expensive transformation. Yeah. So that's it, yeah, about aggregated transformation. So now, how do you perform this operation? See, pre-sorted data is always advisable because it will bit fast. If not, also we can still use aggregator, but first it does sort, then followed by group. So it's a two-step process. If the data is already sorted, right, then we can say one step. So it will be bit fast. So why it is fast? Because we are trying to avoid one operation. So best practice is what? Pre-sorted data. Now let us try to configure this. Yeah. Fine. So you can also use this for file. Let's say we have got C1, C2, C3, right? We can use C1 as a group by and C2 for calculation. Yeah. Let us say that. Yeah. So let's use same connection, which is source. And SA2. Yes. Yeah, can you see C1 is a group by? CT, we are going to use it for calculation. For example, first record and fourth record, the key values are same, right?
Yes.
We are trying to group, we are trying to group by this. So if you say sum 18 plus 220, if you say count, you'll get a 2 here for 1. For 4 and 7 and empty, right, you'll get 1, 1, 1. Yeah. So that's a simple example. So let us try to configure. Yeah. So go to aggregator. Yeah. Then group by. This is C1 we are using as group by. Yeah. So logically, when you try to perform group by operations, it is better to use numeric or precisely if you think integer is the best option. Yeah. Because we perform like a sum, average, these are all numeric operations, not string-based operations. Let us say we start with a count. In that case, anything is fine. Even string is also fine. Let us say that. Then aggregate. Yeah. Here we need to specify the expression to perform calculation based on any column. Click on plus. So I'll just put here count result. Yeah. Count normally it will be integer, right? Say okay. Click on configuration. Go to fields, built-in functions, aggregate. Can you see here? So there's aggregate category. It is exactly similar to
Yeah.
power center. Power center also has got the same thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We can use seat. But that's simple. Say okay. Yeah. So this is how we configure aggregating transformation, right? Now let us configure the tablet. I'll just put tablet aggregator. Yeah. Now specify, let's say, aggregator target dot txt. Yes. Now new file, right? So we don't need to worry about field mapping because by default all the columns C1, C2, C3 plus count result, all of them will be transferred to a tablet. Target we can't see because we are trying to ask to generate target runtime. That's it. Yeah. So now it is done. So you can specify mapping name. Mapping aggregator. Save it. Yeah. And then If you click on my jobs, it will go to monitoring window. Yeah. Yeah. So let's try to refresh. Yes, it is successful. Yeah. Input 5 rows, output only 4 because we got two similar records. Yeah. Now let us see. So we give target. This. Right? Can you see here? So one count is two, rest all one because there's only one record for each. Here there are two records. Yeah. So this is what we expected, right? Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I am, you know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So fine. So now let us try to perform some more operations. Yeah. If you click on this history, right, it will go to map to workspace. Now let us try to change the type, yeah, which is from string to integer. Yeah. So edit, integer. So now let's go to aggregator. If you look at incoming fields, right, can you see now the type got changed automatically? Like it is like what the runtime column propagation. Yeah. So any change that we do on source level, that automatically propagated to all the downstream transformations. No? So yeah. Now let us go with the same column for group Y. Only aggregator will be changed. Yeah. So click on plus. Let's say sum. We'll try to do some operation. Yeah. Some result. some result, let us say the decimal or double, or it could be even integer also. So we got integer values. Let's say we use integer as a result. Say okay. So click on configure. Yeah, the same process. So let's say we are using so based on column, let us say fields, focus is in between parentheses. Click on add. Yeah, that's it. So can you see here integration service cannot convert data to a number because it's not a valid data type. So it is going to return what numeric type, but input is what C2. So we need to supply numeric value as input here. Instead, string has been given. That's why we got error. Now let us try to modify this. So we need to go to fields and edit metadata and select, let us say, int or whatever. Yeah. That's it. Now go to aggregator. This is same. Here, now we could able to say validate. See, now it's perfect. So because we perform numeric operations here. Yep. This effect of the type. So we have seen, right? Like if you use different type, the error message that we see, right? That's it. So, okay. So, so this is how we can perform some operation. Advanced anyway. I'll talk about it when I talk about performance tuning techniques. Yeah. As I said earlier, if there is sorted data, right, we can enable it. Now we don't have it. That's why we did not enable that. Yeah. Enable to be faster, but provided sorted transformation should have been used. Yeah. Or some other transformation through which sorting would have been taken place. One of them should have been taken place. Yeah. So that's it. Now let us set and run. Yeah. Yeah. So let us try to refresh. Yes. The count will be the same only. Only we just added one extra operation, which is so, so we can also download the session log. Yes. So this log is similar to session log, like what you guys would have seen in Power Center. Here you can see task name. It's just mapping will be converted to a task. This is an agent, and we are using this user. So here there are two parts here. First thing, metadata, then data part. Yeah. So that's what happens here, right? Now we could able to see rest of the steps. Like it follows DTM architecture, data transformation manager architecture to generate this particular log file. I'll try to talk about that DTM architecture anyway. So, and parallelism techniques also you can see parallel processing, right? I'll talk about that as well. But anyway, at the end, we could able to see session load summary, which contains, let us say, source. It is imported, 5 rows, and target. You could able to see it generated 4 rows. Yeah. So, so 4, 5 have been converted to 4. So we can say that aggregator is going to be the active transformation. Yeah. So logically, there are two product categories, passive and active. So active means if there is a change with respect to number of rows takes place, no, then we can say it's an active transformation. So change has happened, right? 5 have been converted to 4. So change has been taken place. So as a result, we can say that aggregator is going to be the active transformation. Fine. Passive means no change, like a source, target we use, right? They are the examples of active transformation. Yeah. Now let us say the target. See, timestamp got changed. Now we can open. Can you see here? Count we have already seen it. Last one is what? Some result. This is our. So 20, 18 plus 2, right? 20. So rest all individual records. So output is equal to the input, which means 5, 8, 82. So output is equal to input. Here there's one more record which can't be seen here, which is a 2, right? 18 plus 2. So that's it. So this is how we can see the effect of aggregators. Yeah. Any questions on this? Only and
No, Narasimha.
okay, fine. So now let us try to perform one more, then we'll come out from this. Let's say average. So 18 plus 2 by 2, that is the average, right? If there are similar records, which means 18 plus 2, 20 by 2, 10. So we should get 10 with a group ID is what? 1. Rest it will be same because we do not have any similar records in each group. Yeah. So now let us take integer. Same. Okay. Yes. Can you see here? It's valid. Yeah. So this is because types are not the important change it, right? That's why we have not seen any issues. That's it. Mapping is not required because we already have a runtime selection. Let us run this monitor. Okay, let us refresh this. The count is same, and let us see that. Yeah, this is what we expected, right? 18 plus 2 by 2 is average. Yeah. So this is how we perform particle aggregation part. Yeah. Now let us try to focus on another transformation, which is sorter transformation. Then we'll try to mix sorter and aggregator. Yeah. First, we'll talk about independent transformation. Then we'll try to mix so that you'll understand both. Yeah. Fine. So let us try to create a new mapping. Before that, theory is what sorter. So this sorter transformation will be used to arrange the data in ascending order or descending order. That's it. This is very simple from the usage perspective, but this is also expensive transformation. So I'll try to talk about the sorter algorithm, like how it works internally. Yeah, but usage is very simple. So we just have to select key column to sort. That's one thing. And second, order means ascending or descending. That's it. Example. Let's say key is going to be C1. Order, let us say descending. That's it. So based on this, data will be sorted. Yeah. So let us try getting it configured. Yeah. Yeah, SEQ1.txt. Say okay. Now we can select sorted. Yeah. So here also we can see these types. Let's say we are trying to sort the data based on C1 column and order. Let's say descending. Let's say only two things. So now let us add a target. Yeah. Sorted target.txt. Yeah. So, and so parent backup. Mapping underscore set. That's it. Yes, mapping is valid. And done. So let us refresh this. So we got all 5 rows because input count is 5, right? Now let us see the result. See here there are 5 rows. So descending order, right? 7, 4, 1, 1. Yeah. So this is how particular ordering will take. If you just say reverse, then opposite 1, 1 followed by others. Let us see that. We just have to reverse that. Yeah. Only this part. Yeah. See, sorted -2, which means second instance. Second time we are running it, -1, first instance. Yes, let us refresh this. Yeah, 5 rows, right? Only order, you can see that. See, 1, 1, 4, 7, whatever, right? So this is how we can see the effect of order change. But anyway, the order doesn't matter, but organizing similar records, that's what matters. All ones in one place, all fours in one place, and so on. After that, if you use this as input to aggregator, right, it doesn't need to perform what you call organizing related records part. So once you do that, one part is done. Second part directly, it will just apply appropriate group by operation. Yeah. That is why pre-sorted data will give better performance results. Yeah. So that's it. Like how this sort works. Yeah. Any questions? This is straightforward way, but from the performance point of view, yes. This is also one of the expensive transformation. But I'll try to talk about algorithm, like how this sorting would take place. Yeah. Because we'll talk about it when we start the session. So, like what are the number of threads that will be spawned and how multiple threads will talk to each other, and in between, do we use any intermediate storage media to perform sorting? If yes, what is that? Then how do we get the result? So these questions will be answered as part of this sorted algorithm. From that, you'll understand how complex this sorted transformation. But as I said earlier, from the usage point
Okay.
of view, it's very easy. But operations,
Narasimhan?
it's very complex. Yes, please.
Yeah. Like if like you said that this might be costly to use aggregation and sorting. So,
Right.
what if I like you use push down optimization? So, would
Yes.
it would
Yeah,
it affect
definitely.
the performance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely you'll get performance benefit, but still there'll be performance overhead. Even if you use either PDO at source or target anywhere, right? Not only that, there are some more sorting automation techniques like binary, cache, memory, disk, all that. Yeah. Assuming that you configured all of them, all tunables, still there'll be performance overhead because sort it would need not only one thread, it would spawn multiple threads. So there is a spawn overhead that can't be avoided. For example, sorter thread, title thread, merger thread, and non-prime mode. There are four threads that can be spawned. So there is going to be spawning overhead. Yeah. Then once it's spawned, right, we need to establish the relationships between or among those threads. There is going to be communication overhead. So these two things can't be avoided. On top of that, we perform this sort operation, right? Which is actual data transfer. That time, this PDO and other tunables would help us. But the first two things can't be avoided. So definitely you'll have performance overhead. But what you said is perfect in the sense we can minimize. Let's say if it takes, let's say 4 hours, then if you try to use PDO, and PDO also multiple options like minimal, full, whatever, right? So based on the use, what is the usage of these options, right? So you'll get proportionate benefit. Definitely you'll get benefit, Ali.
So also the dollar cost will go down, right?
Yes, definitely go down. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Any other questions? Yeah, that's a good question. But anyway, I'll talk about algorithm. After that, you'll get more questions. Yeah. Probably in the next session, first, we'll start with that algorithm only. Yeah. Any other questions? So if there are no questions, then we'll stop here. We'll continue from here tomorrow. Is that okay? We know and Ali?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. No, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. And
Yeah.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.